19th and the 20th of September 2019, the Minister of Health, in collaboration with the Family Planning 2020, donor focal points and partners, organized the third National Family Planning Conference, which was held in Speak Resort Hotel Munyonyo.
I'm very happy that this is the third of its kind in Uganda. It has increased its membership and participants over the years, so I was very, very happy to see around or over 1,000 participants, the large number of local leaders. The second one is the very large number of faith leaders from different faith denominations. And last but not least, a very, very large number of young people, among which a special team of the representatives from the different disabled communities.
The whole purpose of this third National Family Planning Conference was basically to bring together partners to revitalize family planning once more, to share experiences, learn from each other from the best practices, and see how we can push family planning forward.
We are determined to continue speaking about family planning. Perhaps we should change the word and say planning for families. Because sometimes when we use the word family planning, people imagine we are saying don't have children.
In the UK, the conditions for having a child, you get pregnant, you go to the hospital, so they give you a condition. Before you leave this hospital, you must have bought a pram. You must have a child seat in your car. There are things you cannot leave the hospital without. If you don't have them, the child will stay there. You know, it's that serious. So they want to make sure that you have got this child, but you have the capacity and all the facilities.
So in terms of participation, we're able to achieve our desired objectives, where we're able to listen to all the voices of the different groups to see really what can we do better to plan for families as a driver for socio-economic transformation of this country.
Mothers cannot produce few children. You need to understand that. Mothers will only produce few children when they know that the child that has been produced is going to survive. Is going to survive. The most discounting factor for countries not to achieve development and transformation in terms of African countries has actually been population variables. Failure to manage your population.
Family planning is indeed a national priority issue, and we can't stress it enough by saying it is equally a youth issue.
For us in the private sector, we are saying financial independence is just the barest minimum for any meaningful and dignified family planning anywhere in the world.
So as the Uganda Youth Alliance for Family Planning and Adolescent Health, we not only talk about condoms, we don't only talk about pills and IUDs, but we teach the young people to believe in themselves, to have a vision for their life.
When we talk about family planning, we are looking at the rights of the women and the girls holistically. This is because we know that family planning is at the center of the different rights that a woman is supposed to enjoy.
If someone has to have a family, needs to prepare for that family, that by starting with the youth, she will have a family when she's mature enough and be able to plan for that family and plan for those children which she will get and be able empowered economically, health-wise, and education-wise.
We are the lead advocates for reproductive, maternal, newborn, child and adolescent health, and all that includes family planning.
Our challenges that we have seen today is, all along, in education, women and girls with disabilities have low levels of education. The illiteracy is very low. So access to some of this information is not all that. Secondly, the attitude of the community. The community thinks persons with disabilities or girls and women with disabilities don't have feelings for sex, so they cannot produce, so they don't need all these services. No, we are active.
The causes of this population explosion are the men. Better deal with the men. They have the guts to seduce these young girls and producing them. After that, they run away.
Family planning has been targeting critically the female gender, leaving behind the male gender. So men need to be brought on board very actively to propagate on all our issues of family planning.
I want to tell you men, vasectomy is okay. You remain the same. I am perfect. I can do very well. My family is very happy.
The commitments that were read and that were made are absolutely in line with the expectations that we had in this conference.
We'd like to launch this Interfaith Alliance, which is going to lead in advocating for family planning in Uganda, the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
On behalf of my colleagues, the development partners in Uganda, we pledge to support government to fulfill its pledge by ensuring that family planning remains key in our agenda.
We want to appreciate as a ministry all the partners who contributed to and supported the different groups to attend the conference, and we really will continue the dialogue with the different groups, the religious leaders, the cultural leaders, and the young people and the person with disability, so that they are really active advocates to see how this country can move the agenda of family planning.